some gloomy looking cloud today. It gives it that apocalyptic look as usual when it's like that. What did I read today? Well, it's kind of interesting reading this one because usually in various places people complain even though you buy a drone and all that, even if you can fly in the airspace, various bylaws and stuff would actually stop people from doing it. So this story here, it says, drones can take flight from public parks. Flint area judge rules. A Flint area judge has ordered the Genesee County Parks and Recreation Commission to end its ban on the possession or use of drones in county parks, a ruling that the Michigan Coalition of Drone Operators is ascribing as precedent-setting and the first of its kind in the state. Circuit Court Judge Joseph Farah granted an injunction Monday, February 10th forbidding enforcement of the county's drone ordinance, a ruling tied to a lawsuit filed by the operators group in 2019. That's kind of crazy. Basically, there was a ban just for the sake of possession of a drone, like if you just carry it in the park too back then. It says MCDO argued that the state law makes local ordinance regarding drones illegal. Farah agreed in his ruling, saying the language of the Michigan legislature was clear when it barred local governments from such actions. The organization said in its complaint that in December 2018, police for the county park system had handcuffed and detained drone operator Jason Harrison for flying a drone at Crossroads Village and Huckleberry Railroad. Harrison's drone, remote controller, and other items were confiscated and he was issued a misdemeanor ticket, according to the complaint. The ticket was not prosecuted, and the County Board of Commission later modified park regulations to explicitly ban unmanned aircraft. Man, can you believe that? Someone just flying a drone, I guess just for fun for whatever reason, whether it's to capture scenery or just fly like a little toy FPV or something like that, you get handcuffed and all that, and they changed the regulations to say, nope, just carrying it in general, basically in a park, is against the law now. That's nuts. The Flint Journal could not immediately reach Dean Greenblatt, an attorney for the MCDO or a representative of the Drone Operators Group, for comment. County Board Coordinator Josh Freeman said he expected the county will issue a comment on Farah's ruling and the county's drone policies later Tuesday. Of course, that group was really happy about the decision and says in a news release on its Facebook page, MCDO called the judge's ruling a victory that will likely have a nationwide impact in states that have local restrictions on the operation of drones. The crux of the case is that Genesee County was regulating unmanned aircraft, while Michigan law clearly reads that local governments shall not do this. Harrison contended all along that rangers lack the authority to make such an arrest or to enforce local drone ordinance. That makes me think of the thought where many times just because you are in a position of authority doesn't necessarily mean they're 100% accurate with the laws and rules. They could be wrong, like basically when it comes to enforcement of certain things, because it comes down to interpretation, I guess you could say. So it's good that these guys actually fought it. It says, in a message to the Journal, Harrison said he felt euphoric after he was allowed to fly his drone on park property Monday after Farah made his ruling. He said it took approximately a month to get his drone and accessories back from the park rangers. It's a great feeling to know that we can continue to enjoy our hobby without concern of being arrested or having our property confiscated, Harrison said. What a crazy story overall, huh? Great happy ending too. That should be really great for people in the US because I guess as they say, it's kind of unprecedented. So it gives you kind of some kind of hope where many times people could be, I guess, quote, enforcing laws that actually aren't really valid. It just needs to be brought up to the right, I guess, attention. It makes me think of that point I mentioned many times too when it comes to things like hysteria or regulations like this that make absolutely no sense in many ways. People who drone police other people who are doing absolutely nothing wrong, they're doing it safe, in my opinion, are just as worse. If people are doing it perfectly safe and all that, why not? It's a public space. At the same time, it reminds me again of the other point where many times these things are not even so much about things like drones, in my opinion. It's more about people making these crazy regulations or whatever that have absolutely nothing to do with, say, safety or the best interest overall of the public. It basically gave me a warning like, about the dog coming. Uh-oh, dog again. Run! Always when the dogs come. Has it ever actually caught one before?
One time he did, but
Alright, see you guys later.